one who decided not to put in time. Maybe he was saving tires. Why should he have the benefit of having fresher tires than somebody who has actually gone out, pleased the fans, done the time, and in horrible situations that he should do? I don't know why Senna didn't do that lap, and he should have.
Charlie Whiting spoke there about standing water, and this is what the race director does. He sends out one of his medical cars or his safety car, and they drive around, they assess the conditions out there, and they're looking particularly for standing water. And David, if I could just come back to you for a moment. We heard from Bruno Senna describing what it's like to drive a car in these conditions. People at home will be saying, hold on a minute, we've had
you have to have one of these, Mum.
for the past few weeks. I drove down to the supermarket and home, no problem at all. So you saw the huge puddle there as he took that left-hander. Why is it so much harder in a Formula 1 car?
Well, first of all, just watching that safety car going around the track, he's got his nice window wipers flapping away, removing the water from the windscreen, and not something I would really recommend, but if anyone ever has not had the window wipers working in a road car, very quickly you'll realise that visibility is also a big issue. You can't actually see where there's changes in colour on the racetrack to sort of indicate where the puddles are. As we see Patrick Head there, he doesn't come to all the Grand Prix anymore, but a bit of a legend of Formula 1 nonetheless. He's had several of his cars winning around this racetrack, but it's just so difficult in the Grand Prix car when it's light. And look at the clearance underneath that safety car. There's a huge gap, and basically the tyres are dispersing the water, and 2 tons of road car there.
You might want to work on the running yoke.
When you've got a racing car weighing just over 600 kilos and a plank slipping and sliding, and here we get an image here of, look at that sliding. Now look underneath the car there. There is a gap, of course, at both sides of where the plank is, and this is a low-speed corner. There's not particularly a lot of standing water, but the issue the drivers have here is the downforce is coming off the car. So, you know, a racing car works in the opposite theory to an aircraft. The aircraft generates lift and pulls it up into the sky. The wings on these cars generate downforce and push it into the racetrack. Now, when you're running below 60 kilometers an hour, which is what's happening as you see them go through Club Corner here, they have very little load on the car, and that means that
here comes my cheese one.
Pushing the tyre into the surface and generating the grip that's necessary. And if anyone is whether the conditions are within the driver's capabilities, you see Michael Schumacher had been off the track twice. Now there's a guy who was known as the Rainmaster, and finally we see Timo Glock coming out of the last section of Club Corner, building a little bit of a power slide, runs out onto the curb, and well, actually that's not the particular, I thought that was going to be a playback of when he lost. Oh, this was the next lap. Here you go. He decided to push it a bit more. Rain was coming down and he lost control, and this is of course what brought out the yellow flags, and here it was just at the checker flag, runs from the line, gets wide and loses control. At this point in the session, of course, there was hardly any standing water. So I know it's disappointing for the fans, but there is no question of whether, well, just because I can nip down the shops in my road car, you know, we're not comparing apples with apples. We're not comparing shops with shops. This is the British Grand Prix, and the racetrack is sodden. But the good news is, it looks like the rain is backing off, and I'll tell you what also good news, from our commentary box, we can see the crowd doing a Mexican wave, or maybe we should call it a Silverstone wave. So the enthusiasm is still there. Of course it is.
Can I have a drink of water, please?
Because you commented on